Hi, I was just listening to some of my favorite music on my MP3 player. Many of us wonder how such a small device can store so many media files. This small device can store up to 1,500 songs. Truly incredible. The reason that songs are able to be saved in such small file sizes is because of something named lossy compression. Let's take a short journey to understand what is lossy compression, how does it work, and how does it affect us in our everyday lives using media.
Lossy compression is a type of data compression that is achieved through a loss of data from the original file, hence the term lossy. Compressing files to a significant degree requires a voluntary loss of data in an attempt to balance quality and file size. Lossy compression is typically used with audio, video, and image files. Despite the loss of data, the original file and the compressed file might look or sound nearly identical. The goal of lossy compression is to eliminate data in files that is perceptually insignificant to the eye or ear. It is usually only upon close comparison between the original file and the compressed version that the differences can be detected. The intention is that the differences are slight between the original file and the compressed version, making the trade-off in file size and quality worth the compromise. The use of MP3 files, particularly with podcasting, enables large files to be compressed into just a fraction of their original size. Some estimates range from 4 to 22% of the original size, with generally an 80 to 90% compression rate a reasonable expectation. Because lossy compression introduces inaccuracies, it should only be used with graphics, audio, and video. Data files and executable programs should only be compressed with an algorithm such as a zip file, where there is no data loss. Even though lossy is a compression method, the significance of the method is essentially to eliminate certain data. Therefore, the entire file is not being compressed, but rather the file size is being reduced through a selective process of data elimination. At a basic level, lossy analyzes the audio information present in a given audio file and throws away information which seems unnecessary, essentially information that humans are unable to discern. This unnecessary information has been deduced by extensive testing of the human hearing capacity and then implemented in different ways by the different lossy audio compression formats to achieve a compromise of quality versus size. Think of lossy audio compression as a method of weeding out the unnecessary information and only keeping the information applicable to the human hearing ability. An MP3 is a good example of a lossy compression file type where pieces of data contained in an audio file are omitted because of the imperceptible nature of the data. The trade-off is a significantly reduced file size with only a small loss in audio quality. Another example of a lossy compression method is the JPEG image format, which removes information from the image. Where an exact image reproduction is required, such as with medical images, lossy compression is not recommended. It is also important to understand that lossy compression formats suffer from what is termed generation loss. This means that repeatedly compressing and decompressing the file will cause it to progressively lose quality. Therefore, it is recommended to compress a file only when ready for final production. The ability to reduce file sizes is important to enable efficient access to media files. Additionally, some networks might limit the size of files that may be transmitted, so file size becomes a very important issue for access. Lossy is a great way to create reasonable file sizes while preserving a good level of quality. This audio file was compressed to an MP3 file type.
So, the next time you're enjoying a portable video or listening to music on an MP3 player, you'll know that lossy compression is an important concept in the portability of media. After all, isn't watching a video on something like this, or listening to music on something like this, better than this?